excited about talking to you about how to support you on your writing journey. I, for one, am extremely excited about the opportunity to learn how to create a best selling work because Coach Don is a 3-time best selling author. And so I thought we would give an opportunity for you to ask questions tonight to her about what it takes to create a book that is, a bestseller and what kinds of support you especially need on your journey. So, Don, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So, I'm curious, what does it take? I mean, what did it take for you to become a best selling author?
What did it take?
Yeah.
It took quite a bit, actually, because you got to get the work done, right? Once you get it
Mm,
done, then you have to go through the process of getting it published and getting it known enough to get enough people, of course, to purchase, to download for that level of bestseller.
mm.
So, um, it's a process, but it's doable.
Now, when you say it's a process, but it's doable, like, do I need a team? Do I need to hire some people? I mean,
He said, "Do I need a team?" I mean, I didn't hire anybody,
no.
I did not.
Well, then how come? Like,
How come
okay,
what?
how come you were a best-selling author? What's your secret sauce?
Well, I could say it's the favor of God because it is.
Woo! Okay, you could. That's true.
It is absolutely the favor of God, and we know
Mm,
favor is not fair. But I will say that it is also a process of really getting people to know that um, your book is there, and them buying it and reviewing it. you know?
mm.
And so for some people, they do need a team. And for some people, there are people out there who, um, I think I had a person reach out to me and they told me that they would, they told me that they would help all my authors to become best-selling, best-selling authors, and
Yeah.
that they would charge each of my clients over $9,000 to do it.
Oh,
Seriously. And I
really?
was like, okay. And so they had different levels for each and everything because I mean, there's a business behind that, but I did not do that.
Okay.
Um, so you
Hmm.
asked the question, so that's why we went down the rabbit hole. But the
Yeah.
truth of the matter is, I think if you believe in what you are doing and you put your book out there and you make enough noise and you do your marketing and seeing how Coach David is a content creating marketing person, you get somebody that knows what they're doing to market your book and to market your stuff, and so people know that it is there to buy it and to review it, and that works. It'll work in your favor.
Okay. All right. So, as you're viewing this, and many of you will be viewing this after we're not live anymore, you may have questions. There may be areas that you particularly need support. I know for me, one of the things that I was trying to figure out is, well, okay, if I write the book, I might understand it, but nobody else might get inspiration from it. So, what are the tools that I really like absolutely have to have in order to pull this off? So, what is your must-have list of tools that someone needs to pull this off?
To pull what aspect of it off? To do the entire book, or what?
Okay. So, yeah. So once we get our idea kind of fleshed out, um, then we got to make sure that we take care of grammar and I guess style or formatting. How do we do those things?
Style and formatting. There are actual apps that can help you with that. Um, but if you are working with someone who is helping you and guiding you, um, with with what it is that you're doing. Say, for instance, I had a client who had a children's book, and the children's book was a poem. And we walked through how we were going to put that poem together as a book because it was important to that person to keep the integrity of the poem and for it to be illustrated in a way or in a manner that expressed what they desired. So it totally depends upon what you are wanting as it relates, because you brought up style. Everybody's style is different. So once you know what direction you're going in and you have your outline and you know where you're going, um, getting that completed, yes, absolutely, getting proofers, people to proofread it, absolutely making sure the grammar is what it needs to be, taking it through the process so that it is at a level of excellence. And from that, yes, getting a professional editor to edit your material to make sure that it's what it needs to be. Because what, as I stated, I think time and time again, sometimes we don't see, um, we may not see it. We may not see what's missing. We may not see how things don't connect. But someone with fresh eyes and fresh ears and a fresh perspective can help you out by reading through and giving
Mm.
you perhaps feedback to help you to take it to the next level.
So, so now that we have things like Chat GPT, so if I say to Chat GPT, hey, here's a link to my blog, make sure that this new book that I'm writing matches the style of how I write, as you find in these samples from my blog.
Hmm.
So if I do that, do I still need to go find an outside person?
Um, there's some people who would say no. I would say I would want a human perspective.
Okay.
We know that Chat GPT and all of the AI is, I mean, we know what it does. I mean, it's phenomenal. However, sometimes the voicing is not our voicing.
Mm-hmm.
The voicing is not our voicing. And sometimes I mean, you can tell it to be your voice, but I think, especially with some of the writings of um, the books that are personal books,
Mm-hmm.
meaning this, whether it's the story or it's the self-help based upon your experience, um, you know, that personal perspective can't come from AI. It has to come from the individual. So we can ask AI to help expand. We can ask AI to help polish. We can help ask it to do those things. But having the personal perspective is definitely key.
Okay. Well, I found that when I was having, I've been experimenting with several different tools because I want to be conversant when I speak with people. And if I'm assisting anyone in your community, I want to have hands on experience myself. So um, there's certain things that Claude does really well. And I find that if you ask Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and ChatGPT the same question about your ebook, they'll all give different answers, but
Hmm.
there'll maybe be a 40% overlap. So I'm actually using that process to help me refine things because I figure, okay, well, if I get the mixture of commentary from the different AIs, maybe that'll take me where I need to go. A tool like Jasper is wonderful. I'm sure if I took a workshop from you on how to use it, then I'd be able to. I was going like, okay, this is cool, but it kind of creates its own thing. I could use it to create its own thing, but I'm trying to get my thing to be better. So I found that probably Chat GPT was my go-to tool as far as a workhorse. Like, take this chapter, bring it in, ask it to do stuff. But by default, it seems like it like to condense stuff all the time. I'll tell a story, and I think it would take out some of the good parts and just be like,
We don't
it's
want it to take out the good parts. People want the
ah,
good parts. Yeah.
we want it to be juicy. We want people to be like, oh, they want
Right.
them to feel something. So that's something that I noticed. But I think because we have these different tools, um, we, from what I hear you saying, is we can't neglect the importance of the human touch, and
Absolutely not.
both in terms of making sure it sounds authentically us,
Us.
and
Yes.
and um, and someone who's had the experience who would know the things that we need to do for sure that work in having a compelling book. So, all right,
It's
I'm
it's
I am
it's
convinced that I need your help. I'm convinced that I need an editor as well. So that's good. So, for someone listening now, how do you help people? How can someone hook up with you to get support on their next book or their first book?
oh, well, I have a couple of things that um we are doing right now. We have a community
Wonderful.
for those people who are looking for weekly assistance. You can join our community. Also, I have a very exciting weekend planned, which is a book boot camp intensive, where we will be spending 3 days together, time within each day, to work on your book. And as I had stated before, for some, if you come ready to work, you can absolutely have your stuff ready and ready to roll and be published by Sunday. Because we're gonna meet Friday, and we're gonna also meet Saturday. Spend the bulk of our time on Saturday working, and then on Sunday morning we'll close out, just making sure that everybody has everything that they need. So, yay!
Mm. So how do we sign up? How do we
You can sign up. There's a link. If you go to my Instagram, it's there. If you
What's your Instagram? Please tell us what your Instagram is. And by the
DR
way, it's in the description. If you're looking at this video, it's in the description as well. I believe it's by dot life. What's the name of it?
link
Yeah, Life Link
books.
Books. There we go.
Yes,
Buy.lifelinkbooks.com.
yes.
Buy.lifelinkbooks.com.
It's a mouthful, but all you gotta do is click on the link.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So, I forgot what the other question was.
Your Instagram. What's your Instagram again?
DRW Francis.
All right,
Those are my
DRW
initials.
Francis.
Yes.
Beautiful. So
Thank you.
follow her on Instagram. Get
Please
some
follow me.
get some cool content to help you on your writing journey. So seriously, I want to have people from my community to join me in this experience because like I'm writing now. Come on.
Yay!
Let's have fun.
Awesome!
I'm gonna
He
be
said he's doing it, guys. This is an awesome thing. It's an awesome thing. So join us. Join us. Let's get it. Let's put a Nike on it and get it done.
I love that. Let's put a Nike on it and get it done.
Yes.
So you say for the person who's never written a book before or the person who doesn't know what to do, they can come to this intensive and by the end of the weekend, what do you promise them?
They will have everything that they need. They will have access to everything that they need so that they can complete their book.
Boom.
They will have the blueprint. I'm going to go through it with you. I'm going to walk through it with you. You will have not only community, but you will have partners and you will have me so that you can bounce ideas off. And I will also be doing one-on-ones with those who are within the intensive who need additional assistance. So we're going to take you through that. And once we are done on Sunday, if you need additional assistance, I will continue to make myself and my team available to you to give you assistance and help you until you get it done.
That's what we need. That's what we need. Someone who actually cares about us getting the results, who's committed to the
Absolutely.
outcome. This is wonderful. Well, I thank you so much for taking time to talk to this wonderful audience. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't signed up yet, click the link inside the description of this video and go to buy.lifelinkbooks.com and sign up for the Write Your Story Intensive, January 17th through 19, 2025. It's something you can do right from your home. You can do it on Zoom. You can tell the kids, okay, y'all have to do peanut butter and jelly on your own. I'm in here. I'm going to get my book done.
That's right.
That's what
That's
I'm
right.
talking about. Yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there because I'm going to be there, a good student, learning from Coach Don. Coach Don, thank you so much for your time. And
You
I
forgot
wish,
one thing.
yeah.
Do you know
Oh,
one thing
my.
you forgot?
Yeah, I do know the thing I forgot, but you want to tell us what is the thing I forgot?
Well, I am absolutely a person about who believes in giving back.
Mm,
And so if you are a person who feels within your heart and in your mind and in your spirit, you're like, this is for me. And you know what? Times have challenged me financially. We have scholarships available.
mm,
So if you look, you can just look for the information. The information will be there for you. If you need a scholarship, we want you to be there. So if you need a little bit of assistance, we want you to just sign up and look for that.
yeah. So here's what I will add to make it even easier for you. My email is david@contentcreatingacademy.com. David@contentcreatingacademy.com. And so we will set up a little bit um, later this evening um, a Google form where you can tell us a little bit about what your needs are, and so that we can make sure that as many people as really need this valuable information can have access to it. How does that sound?
Yay!
I think it's pretty cool that Don actually cares about making sure that everyone can come. I got a message from someone a little while ago today who wanted to come to an event and they were just trying to figure out. They're like, I know God wants me to come to this event. I want the transformation, but I'm going through some rough times. Is there something I can work out? Can I volunteer? We want you to know if you're going through a rough season, your story is still important.
Yes, it is.
And
It
we want to make
absolutely
sure you
is.
know that. Mm. All right. Well, thank you, Don, for making sure that I didn't forget one of the most important things, that there's help on the way.
There's help on the way.
All right. Well, thank you, Don, again. And I'm looking forward to the Write Your Story Intensive, January 17th through 19. I'm looking
Woohoo!
forward to having a completed book. And I'm looking
Yes!
forward to working with all of you who come and join the intensive as well. All
Yay.
right. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you so much, Don Francis,
Thank you for
for
having me.
providing this. Thank you so much. All right. You have a great rest of your evening.
Bye bye, everyone.
Bye bye.